Hello and welcome back to the SKUSavvy YouTube channel. In this tutorial, we are going to go through connecting your Shopify store with a SKUSavvy account to pull over all of your products, inventory, warehouse locations, orders, customers, and products all into one single location where you can manage all of your bin locations and inventory control, as well as the purchasing and fulfillment of orders. So here I have already got a SKUSavvy account. We've navigated into the Shopify section, and very first thing is to grab your My Shopify URL and plug that into the store ID. Once you have that, you can just simply press Create App, which is going to bring us into the application installation within Shopify. So you may need to, if you haven't done this before, this is going to be for custom app development. So you may need to enable that permission on your account. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and create the app, call this SKUSavvy, and we'll use our support address, and we're going to go ahead and create the app. This is going to pull up and give us various permissions that we need to assign to the admin API scopes. So if we click into this, we're going to go ahead and select the permissions for this SKUSavvy app. So we'll be able to read the analytics. Anything related to your fulfillments, you're going to want to check off. Most of the storefront elements, SKUSavvy doesn't need permissions for. So I'll just buzz down through here. Of course, your locations, merchant managed fulfillment orders, order editing, orders. Nothing having to do with payments. And we're just going to continue with all of these individual. If you don't get all the permissions, SKUSavvy will give you will show you which ones you actually need in order to continue with the app. So, okay, we have given our app permissions. Let's go ahead and save that. And now if we jump back into SKUSavvy, again, we're just following along here. So it's the same steps, may look slightly different because Shopify just updated their design. We've gone through, we've added the permissions that we need on our application. And then if we keep continuing to scroll down, you'll see that we can install the app next. And when we install this, we're going to get a private app key. And it's very important to grab that the first time here. So now that we've created the app, let's go ahead and install this. We're going to say, yep, install. And this very first key here that's going to show up on the app itself, we're going to want to reveal that. And copy that to the clipboard and then jump back into SKUSavvy. And right up here, we're going to paste that in. And then we're going to go back to Shopify, grab our API secret key. So we can just copy that. And that's going to be the second field. Paste that in. And as you can see, once you've gotten a successful connection, your locations that are currently on Shopify will start showing up here. And so if you wanted to, you can reuse a warehouse location. So I'm going to go ahead and reuse that for my Espresso Way. And then I'm going to create a new location just by leaving this open. You could also edit the address that you want to show within your Shopify or your SKUSavvy account. So let's go ahead and click on integrate. And okay, we are missing one of the rules here. So we're going to go back in and read price rules. So let's go into our configuration and the admin API scopes. We're going to edit that. And price rules. Okay, so let's save that. Now we'll come back into SKUSavvy and let's go ahead and integrate. Okay, so that went through successfully. I wanted to demonstrate that so that we have an example of what happens when you don't get the right permissions initially. And you can just go back into your Shopify app edit those permissions, and then resync. So right now, behind the scenes, SKUSavvy has brought over our warehouses and is in the process of bringing over all of the products and our inventory. Now, if you have a large catalog, this may take a few minutes. It may take an hour for a very large catalog. But you'll see as this starts to update that all of your warehouses, the inventory that's currently allocated there will start showing up. So here we go. We've got some inventory that has been allocated to this warehouse. What you're going to see from the inventory perspective is this assignment needed here. And so all of this has come over from Shopify. And what SKUSavvy is asking for is to assign this inventory to a bin location. At this point, we have already set up for this particular location a layout. And so we're going to go ahead and start assigning that inventory. If you haven't already done this, you're going to want to set up your layout first. But now at this point that we have our Shopify connection, the inventory is still fully imported. Okay, there we go. So we have all of our inventory, all of our products. Let's give that a second to load here. Has come over from our Shopify store. And as new orders come in, as new products are added or product changes are made, all of those updates are going to flow into SKUSavvy in real time. One thing to keep in mind is that now that you are connected with Shopify, you should use SKUSavvy as the source of truth, which means all of your inventory should be updated, transferred between locations, fulfilled via order fulfillment. All of that inventory should be happening and moving within SKUSavvy. If you do happen to add new inventory on Shopify, it does not immediately come into SKUSavvy until you manually resync and pull that in from Shopify. And so you're going to want to make sure to, if you are uploading inventory on Shopify, to just pull that into SKUSavvy so that it comes down in. And from here, you should be all set to now start fulfilling your orders, managing your inventory, and generally getting used to the SKUSavvy platform. So we'll wrap it there. Reach out with any kind of questions that you have on setting this up. We're happy to help. And as always, we'll see you on the next video. If you're ready to crush your inventory and fulfillment goals, grab your free account at SKUSavvy.com/register.